A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. I'm Ritvika Gupta. It's been an incredible 12 seasons of empowering small businesses through this platform. Our mission is to guide you, the entrepreneur, with valuable insights that foster your growth. And at times, we also feature celebrities who have invested or lent their voices to brands or have embarked on their own entrepreneurial journeys. Tonight, we have one such special episode featuring someone who needs no introduction, actor and entrepreneur Sonakshi Sinha, who will share her thoughts on leadership and entrepreneurial journey. Sonakshi, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure chatting with you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Sonakshi, our show is called Leaders of Tomorrow, and that's how I want to begin this interview. Tell me, in your eyes, what is the definition of leadership? How do you really see the meaning of a leader, evolve over the years, perhaps, and how has that impacted your journey?
I think for me, it's a very personal opinion, and I just think for me, a leader is somebody who, while leading, giving other people the power to sort of earn for themselves, to make a name for themselves, to make a life for themselves, also does a lot of good for everyone around them. I think that's what really makes a true leader for me. A leader for me is someone who doesn't solely think of themselves, but of the people around them. So yeah.
Fantastic. So today you have cooked up some, very interesting meals, some of your favorite meals from your travel. Tell me, is travel something that you really look forward to, to recharge, to unwind?
It really is. It honestly is something that I've made an essential part of my life quite recently, actually, because in the first 10 years of working, at least, I was constantly working in and out, day and night. Like, I used to barely take any breaks. I used to barely have time for myself. The first trip I took, actually, that was something that really refreshed my mind, refreshed my soul. And I felt this is something that you need for yourself, for your growth as a person. Amidst all the chaos of, just work. Yeah. You have to get away and have new experiences, meet new people, see new places. And that's when travel really became something very important in my life.
Absolutely. And of course, this was in collaboration with Booking.com. Tell me, Sonakshi, when you partner with a brand, right, what is is there a particular criteria that you look forward to? Is there a checklist, that ensures a meaningful collaboration?
For me, the collaboration should definitely be meaningful. For me, it's very important that I myself have experienced the brand in some way, and I can say that for this one because Zahir and me definitely, mostly, always use Booking.com. When we are doing our trips. And it really sorts our life out. I mean, everything's at your fingertips, and I don't have anything to worry about. So yeah, I think that is something very important to me, that I be in sync with the brand that I'm going to be representing that day.
Nice. Sonakshi, you're also an entrepreneur. You have a nail brand, So Easy. I love the name, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell me, what sparked your interest in this very niche beauty space?
The fact that it was niche, we kind of identified a gap in the market, and there were no mainstream players when we got into press-on nails in particular in the Indian market. So I guess we just kind of capitalized on that. And for me, as a professional in the acting business, I think it's very important to be well turned out. And there have been so many times that out of sheer laziness, I would not end up spending hours getting my nails done. So for me, this was like the quickest and the easiest solution. And the way I experienced it, the way I did a lot of the trials and the testing, and it was really helpful for me. So I just wanted other women to have the same kind of experience.
Right.
And I think in the span of like 2.5 years, we've grown pretty well at a good pace. We've created enough awareness. So I'm very happy with where we are at with the brand, with So Easy, and I'm looking forward to where we're going.
Fantastic. And what can we expect from the brand? Like, what is your vision for it in the years to come?
Our vision for it, me and my partner Shrishti Rai, actually, our vision for it was that we wanted beauty to be very accessible and easy for everyone. Sometimes a lot of women actually find it quite a task. So we wanted to just make it accessible. And I think keeping that in mind, in the future we will have more products to boast of, and we want to head in that direction.
That's something really interesting, what you said, and I just want to pick it up from there. What do you think the Indian woman today wants when it comes to beauty?
To be able to do it yourself. I think that is something very important for a lot of women, because not many women have the means or the access or the inclination to hire professionals every single time to get your beauty taken care of, Sure. So I feel being able to do it yourself is a very, very important point when it comes to beauty for women.
I agree. And as an entrepreneur, tell me, what have been the most fulfilling moments for you? And on the other side, what have been the biggest challenges?
I think the launch of our brand was definitely one of the highlights. The fact that we are a women-led organization where 98% of our organization is women. We employ women, we support them, we encourage them, and I think that is the most fruitful. That has been the highlight of why I do what I do. And the fact that they all are so passionate about So Easy, because right now we are at one product, which is press-on nails. It's something that every woman uses. All the women that are employed by us, they use. So they're all very, very passionate about it. And this collective, interest and passion of everyone just makes us the brand that we are.
Fantastic. How are you perhaps juggling your acting career and your entrepreneurial ventures? In fact, my question to you would be, are there some lessons from the film industry that you're applying to your entrepreneurial ventures, or vice versa?
Honestly, business is very new to me. I've been acting for a while now, and I think that's just become second nature. So, and I always believe that it stops feeling like work when you really enjoy what you do. So I've reached that place with acting. It doesn't feel like work to me anymore. It's just a part of who I am. With business, this is something I've had to learn. I've had to acquire. I'm still learning, and I'm very happy to be learning because I'm also enjoying it a lot. It's a very different space. It's a very different route that I've taken. So, and because Shrishti and me are handling everything by ourselves, so it's been very hands-on. Where she is the business mind, I'm the creative mind. So it's a great marriage of two very different worlds. Like, I'm an actor, she's a lawyer by profession, and we come together and we've created this press-on nails brand, and so we both have our inputs to give into it. So it's a great marriage of like two very different worlds, and I'm learning what she has to offer, and she's learning what I have to offer. So,
nice.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
And what's your take on the overall entrepreneurial landscape for women? We have a lot of founders of startups, who are women, and a lot of women-led MSMEs as well. So what's your take on that?
I think that's great. I think right now there's a lot of people encouraging women founders as well, asking women to come step forward and do start their businesses. And honestly, I'm a firm believer of that. I think if you have a dream, if you have a vision, the first step you really need to take is to just start. And because women in general are always made to doubt themselves. How will you put this together? How will you manage your home life and your work life, all of that? So it's always the women who ask these questions. So I just feel like you should just cut out the noise and just take that first step, and that's the hardest step to take, but once you've done it, it's the best thing ever.
And are there any trends that you're particularly excited about in this beauty space, the nail space?
I think the space that we're in, already there are trends changing every week, so it's very important to keep up to date with those trends. Right now, those bejeweled nails are very much in fashion, and so yeah, I mean, every week we're updating our collections, and we're trying to give people what is trending right now. So it's quite a task, but we've got very capable people, women actually, who are on top of it. So yeah.
Great. And before I let you go, one piece of advice, because our show is watched by a lot of entrepreneurs, startup founders, one piece of advice for all of them who would like to make a mark, not just in India, but perhaps even globally?
Like I said, just drown out the noise. It's very important to listen to your heart and follow it. And what I've done actually is I've taken it slow and steady, because that's the story we've all been hearing, since we were kids. Slow and steady wins the race. And even if you're slow, it doesn't matter. As long as you're steady, you will definitely get somewhere.
Well, fantastic. More power to you. It was a fantastic chat. Thank you so much.
Rishika.
Thank you so much. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. We hope you enjoyed the conversations. Thank you for watching. Good night.